And welcome again, dear friends, to the Wednesday edition of Fresh Bread. It is September 8th, 2021. So glad you can join me here. Well, goodness sake, September's kind of rolling by here. The days just continue to fly by. I know I say this an awful lot, but I just can't get over how quickly time seems to fly by. And so it is, again, that time of year that I believe we kind of look forward to. It's kind of the beginning part of the changing of the seasons. We can still have some warm days, and yet we still have a little bit of fall, and we have a little bit of summer. It's kind of that gradual transition here in Kansas, and really love the seasons, and don't particularly care for the real cold weather that much anymore. I must tell you, I would much rather it be hot than cold. That's just me. And some people like cold weather. I know a lot of people that do, but I know a lot more people, I think, that like it warm. Anyway, I do thank you for joining me today on Fresh Bread. This, again, is Reverend Phil Anderson, pastor of Oakland United Methodist Church and Kansas Avenue United Methodist Church. You know, we do these little 5-minute broadcasts every day, and they kind of blur together. They run so quick, and sometimes we pick up from where we left off the day before, and that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're talking yesterday a little bit about just church leadership, what goes into really an effective church, and as far as doing things, and we were talking about people who are the dreamers and the doers, and sometimes there's two different people. I've worked under people who were both. They were passionate about ministry. They had great ideas, great vision. They were great with connecting with people in a very unique fashion, and God had equipped them to do that and gave them those gifts. And then they were also able then to put that into practice and to then lead either by example and or by just sharing this vision with others so that they could, what I used to call, catch the vision. We would all be going in the same direction together. And so the vision, the leader, I believe, has to be somewhat of a visionary, but also has to lead people along. Jesus was great at that, wasn't he? He showed people what it was. His style was to be a servant leader, obviously, as we know. And he served others, and yet he also led them. And the whole world was changed. So anyway, what I wanted to share with you today was we were going back and talking a little bit about the board meetings. This is how it all came up yesterday. We have our board meetings usually on the first Tuesday night of the month at Kansas Avenue, and then the second Tuesday at Oakland. And things can change over a period of time. And you know, when I come in as a pastor, one of my goals is not to just make wholesale changes right away. I may see things I'd like to see changed or done differently, but the members have to buy into it. So it's about collaborating with the members. It's about communicating with the leaders, and it's about building consensus with the leaders. So I guess those are the 3 C's. I just came up with those: collaboration, communication, and consensus building. If I can do that as a leader, then it's going to be, the church is going to be the better for it, because it's going to be them who really takes the ball and runs with it. The pastor can only do so much, and especially one that's kind of a quarter-time pastor in both churches. That's going to really require a lot of participation from the members, and most of them are already doing that. I thank you if you're listening to this. But what I want to say today, as we kind of get into this end point here, this session, is that I would like to see the churches, and I've talked about this before, I think we'll talk about more, because I do believe it's needed. I believe both churches really need to come together this fall and develop a mission statement. Not a description of who the church is. I see descriptions of the churches, but I have yet to see a real mission statement. A mission statement is about a 5, 6, 7 word statement that gives us the direction that everything we do comes off of that statement, and it's all going to be about sharing Christ. And so even when we have our business meetings in the future, that would be the impetus, that everything that we talk about, whether it's finances, properties, worship, everything, it all comes from that area of sharing Christ, building each other up as disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. That's one of the United Methodist Church's mission statements. It's a great one. Making disciples of Jesus Christ for the transformation of the world. And I believe that transformation always starts, friends, personally. It starts when you're transformed, and it starts when I'm transformed. And then we just can't help but share it with others. Amen. Well, thanks for joining me again today on Fresh Bread. It went by quick. We'll hope to see you tomorrow again. Have a great day.